What's up, guys? I guys go in. What's up, guys? Well, guys, I wasn't going to come on tonight. I ain't feeling very good, but I just heard a big boom outside my house, and fortunately, there's a wreck right here on the highway, right where I live. It's right down there. I can't zoom in more, but and what I understand, I guess it's involving a semi and another truck. I guess the truck was, I don't know if they're going around somebody. Had a big boom right there. The police and all that are down there. But one thing about our roads that sucks is we're on a 2-lane road, and you can see the problem with it. It goes all the way down there for miles and miles. People trying to get home and all that. My wife's got to be home in a couple hours, so hopefully this is cleared up, or she's not going to be able to come home because she can't. There's no way to come. The other way down there, the other way to get our house is blocked, and so she might be a long way home, but the sun get out. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a truck, a semi, and maybe another truck. I don't know. A truck, a semi, and another truck. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking somebody tried to go around somebody, and when I heard it, I was like, somebody's a wreck, or it was a tire one. Yeah, well, that's the same thing happened a couple months ago. I heard a boom, and it was about in the same area. There's a semi on that side road. There's a truck over here. But they came, all the ambulances that came from the other way. They didn't come from this direction. They came from that way. So they must have came around Dark Hammock. Yeah, we just had a big wreck right here. I can't really zoom. There's a truck, and there's like 2 trucks involved. Heard it from the house. Boom, real loud. But problem is, where we live, there's nowhere to go. And you go out in the sides, it's woods and ditch. You can't, like, even if you miss the collision, you're in the middle of the woods. That's the thing bad about our road where we live. Not safe. This road was supposed to be 4-lane years and years ago, and they just never did it. Like I said, I wasn't even gonna go live tonight, guys. I'm under the weather, not feeling good. I've been taking some medicine. Probably got the same thing JR had the other day. I'm gonna try to fight through it. I wasn't even gonna go live, but I've come out here to see what the world. Like I said, can't really. And there's a truck on the other side of the road, semi, I believe. Hopefully everybody's okay. But they do have the ambulance there, so we'll probably be. They've got to head out this way. Like I said, you can see, it's a bad thing where you're living on the road that I live on. So we talk bad about the turnpike. This road is way worse. Right in front of our house, we've had 2 or 3 people die from car wrecks in the past. It's hit our mailbox has been hit like 4 or 5 times. Went in our fences, different things. Let's go back in. Ain't nothing you can do. Let's hope it's gone before your mom gets home. Well, they got cleared up. Where's Abby? All right, Tristan, we got to go back. You can't stay out here. Yeah, that's probably the smart thing. Turn around and go. People turning around going home. Problem is there's nowhere to go. They have to go all the way back to like 7 miles, then they cut across and go around another direction. Nowhere to go. Dark down there. You can't even see what's going on, but I'm not gonna go down there. Go home. Go home. Nothing we can really do, guys. But I'm gonna say, be safe on the road. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, let's go. Let's get back. Because we can't be out here, man. You can't see nothing anyway. Let's go. Here comes. I think here comes another ambulance. I believe another ambulance is coming. Wait a minute, guys. Give me a second. Well, I see another lights coming. Yeah. That's another ambulance, or maybe. Here comes something. That's 3 ambulances. There's 3 of them out there now. Yeah. 3 ambulances. I think they have 3. Yeah. It's right where our pasture begins. Right there, where that little culvert, or where that little, like, it's like a swamp or whatever it's crossed. Like almost where that sign, where that little past where that sign is. It's just past that sign. I know there's a semi. I think that's a semi over in the side. Can't see it. Reck. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, I think the police is fixing to. I think the police is fixing to start directing people to not come this way. A car accident happened, guys. All we know is 3 trucks, I believe, maybe a semi involved. But you can't really see. I can't really get in there because it's a swampy area right there. All I know is there's 3 ambulances, a fire truck, and at least 6 to 7 police officers or police. So if you're in the Okeechobee area, please don't go down 441 right now. I wouldn't, or north. I would not advise it right now. You have to do your side roads cut off. I do have some friends that live, watch this on from Okeechobee, so please don't go northbound or come up towards town. You'll have to get off at Basswood or probably Dark Hammock Road or 68. Because you're not going to be get past. Yeah, if you do not go past Circle K there at Basswood, because you're going to be stuck. There's no way to. Yeah, we got another fire truck coming. Seeing Josh down there, do they have truck? No, he's in the bed, but they sent him. Do you have a jog road? No, we don't have. That's over in Palm. Straight 441. Straight goes straight from Yeehaw Junction to town. I don't know. Maybe there's a gas leak or something. Hey, Gap. Had a wreck right in front of our house, so we're sort of. Well, I was in bed. I'm sort of under the weather and trying to take some medicine. I hear a boom out there, so I if somebody got hit or somebody blew a tire or something. Well, Gap, there is 3 ambulances, 2 fire trucks, about 7 police cars so far. They haven't took nobody. All I know is I think there's a semi on the one side, on the left side of on the other side over there. I can't see it, but then there's a truck. It was a truck over here. I could see it earlier, and another truck. So I don't know if somebody was going around somebody, and I know exactly what happened. Go in. Go. Oh, I will in a minute. Go inside. You need to go inside. You need to go inside. So I'm hoping hopefully nobody's injured, but not a good sign when you have an extra fire truck show up and you already have 3 ambulances already. That's not a good sign. Something's moving around, so maybe it's an ambulance moving out. And we might have some kind of movement. So I don't know. Problem is, it's a 2-lane road, so 2-lane road, so there's not much room to maneuver, and the sides you can see it's very steep. The only thing good right now is if you have to go in the grass, it hasn't been raining for like last 3 months, so it ain't. Normally, right where I'm standing, it floods out here in front of our house, so like that right there will be full of water. Like during the summertime and all that, it'll fill up like a swamp all the way down there. So, but on the other side, the ditch is real steep and deep, so because it's like a swamp on the other side there, so there's not much room to maneuver around. So. Here's some clanging. Tristan, no. Get over here. Go to the house. Go to the house. Go to the house. Don't go over here. Go to the house. And my son trying to videotape. Tristan, now. Get over too. Get over here. Because you don't need to go over there. There's nobody needs. Yeah, it's could be no telling what's out there. This is in Okeechobee, so if you live in Okeechobee, that's what I was saying. Anybody do not go up 441 north right now from town to Dark Hammock Road. I advise you not to go up that road. You have to If you know where in Okeechobee City, do not go past Basswood where the Circle K is. You need to go into Basswood, go to up the 98 to go to 68, and cut around that way, or you'll have to go all the way back around and take Dark Hammock Road and come that way. You need to go up. You need to go up there. I know I got some people here that live on Okeechobee that's watching YouTube, so I know some people. I don't know where we're at, but if you do live in Okeechobee, do not go up 441. It's not a right now a place. They're probably going to send them that way. Yeah, they're going because the problem is you have to cut around. Problem with our hospital, Tristan, that's poison ivy. Leave it alone and go to the house. You're going to got to watch your hands now. Go to the house. Sorry about that, guys. They're going to have to go that way because there's no way to go around. And the hospital's on 441, unless they go into another. They go to Fort Pierce. I don't know how bad the situation is. Go to the house. If you touch that, it's poison. You need to wash your hands. My camera ain't the best. I'm trying to see what I can see. Okay, you can sort of look like a vehicle mangled on the left side by that ambulance. And you do see the truck now. There is a truck right there. So we do have two vehicles, and they said the guy told me there was a semi involved. So I don't. So supposedly there's a semi on the other side too. I'm guessing. I mean, the semi might have involved. Somebody might be going around the semi or something, and the two trucks hit. That's what I'm thinking. We had a head-on collision here. I'm guessing. You see the truck over. You would see the ambulance. Behind it, there's a semi. So, I mean, we'll have to find. We'll probably find out later, but guessing somebody probably went around somebody and it was head-on. And being on a two-lane road, guys, that's not a smart thing. It's very dangerous here, and like a lot of roads. And it's dark. You can see where we're at. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's very dark out here, and so, and there's nowhere to run off the side of the road. You can see from the road to my fence line around here, there's not much. And like I said, most of the time this is a swamp, and the other side over there is very deep. So you go off the end over there, you're going down into a gully. So. It's 9 o'clock, so I'm just hoping to get my wife's coming home at 10:30, so just hoping everybody's safe, get everybody to the hospital if they need to, and get this traffic going. I did see one ambulance go, and it went the other way.
What time did they get out?
10:30. So it's 9, almost 9. Truck has got it blocked over here. You got too many vehicles. It's like you got too many vehicles. Oh, here's the ambulance moving now. Okay, I don't know what. Got an ambulance moving. But see, he ain't got nowhere to move. That fire truck, and I don't know. If there's 3 vehicles involved, like I see a truck, because I can see there's one truck, second truck, and then there's somebody told me there was a semi. So we got another police car coming. Sheriff. Okay, I thought it was a trooper at first. I said if it's a trooper, it's not a good sign. All right, there's the fire truck moving. All right. You got to get some records in here now, probably.
Oh, there ain't none of them coming.
I haven't seen her unless there's one on the other side. See the problem. Here's the problem, guys. See, there's no road. The state and the county should have built this 20, 30, 40 years ago. A 4-lane road here. And there's no exits from anywhere. They'll take them to the hospital if they have to trauma hawk them. Too many trees. And there's nowhere to land one here. You have to open an open field. They could get them to the hospital, then they would do it. They got the pad there. There's too many power lines and phone lines and trees and stuff. I have seen a trauma hawk land out here before, but it flew around our plane and it didn't land ours because there's nowhere to. It was underwater, but they had to land out there close to the golf course. One time when a wreck happened out here. Yeah, something's coming around now. Thing is, if there's nothing on the road, if vehicles on the road, they could probably start. If there's no people there, they could probably start pushing some of this traffic through. Unless there's as long as there's not a fatality. And it's investigation and cleanup and all that stuff. Car cam. Well, we don't know yet. I know there's 2 trucks and a possible semi involved. It's, we've had, I mean, you can hardly see it now. There's a truck, and there's, I think the semi. I'm not sure. Somebody went around. I was in the bed. I was in the bed sleeping. I ain't been feeling very well, and I heard a big boom. And I was like, well, somebody's crashed in front of our house, or a semi blew its tire or something. Heavy fog. These lights cannot. Yeah, the fog's been bad in the morning. The last couple of days, you just got to be careful. You can't like go around people and speed and all that. It's very dangerous. So I'm guessing that's what happened. And like I said, we had 3 ambulances here, 2 fire trucks, and about 7 police cars. So just got to be careful now. And another thing, bad thing, we're on a 2-lane road, and like I said, you see that ditch line, it's dry. It looks semi-dry now, but normally that's flooded. And then on the other side, it's a real steep ditch. It goes into a wetland over there. So right, they're pushing people to go out on dark camping that way. And see, the thing is, the problem with this road, there's not a lot of exit roads. You cannot go here and can't go out. There's like a 10 to 15 mile stretch, so you have no way access to get a by road, or a secondary road. Pretty much, you're stuck. You're stuck in the road. Don't get sicker. Yeah, I took one of those. It was those Alka Seltzer, like they call them. They're like a lime orange pill. I don't know what they call it. It's supposed to immunity pills. And it felt good. I drank that, and it felt good. I was about to go to sleep. I was about to lay down and just go to sleep because I was like feeling a little groggy. But I heard that boom, and I told Tristan to he fixed me some eggs. So I didn't want something warm because I was getting chill. I was going. I had like sort of like a mild fever, and then I was getting chills. So after I took that, it made me feel a little bit better. But yeah, because I got to be up at 5 in the morning, back to work tomorrow. So I can't miss work, and got too much going on. And yeah, this stuff like my wife, she's got to be home in about an hour and a half. So I'm hoping she's this is cleared up for her and all that. If they've got everybody stuff around, move out of the way. All right, now go to see. You're in go truck. All right. All right, lights keep. All right. All right. There's one of the vehicles. It's like a truck. I don't know what type of truck. Okay, and well, you can't see it anymore. There was a truck poked out over there a while ago. Not that one. That's a police car. But there's another one over there, and it looked like a semi, maybe in the background back there. So I'm assuming, like I said, I'm assuming it was somebody going around somebody, and it's got a head on. This ain't my typical type of stream, guys, but I appreciate you coming in there. Don't usually cover accidents, but this is right in front of my house. Did you ever use the CB radio in the police scanner? Yeah, I did in the past. I don't have one anymore. I used to have one. All right, we got another vehicle, another sheriff department vehicle coming through. I think that's our sheriff there. I think that's Noel. He lives out this way anyway. Yeah, I had a truck and all that, And one of my friends, they used to have that. God, he would, God rest his soul. I know he no longer with us, but he would. When we were kids, he would have the CB, and he would hop in the car and go whenever something came on the CB or the radio. I said, I don't know if you're gonna see much, guys. I say you can see a vehicle. I think it's probably just finding out what happened or what's going on. I'm assuming all the people are out of the vehicles. I don't think we got semis going galore. So that's what you got. Semis for miles. I bet there's probably miles of traffic. There's a Brave semi right there. He ain't got no load on him. If he'd had a load on him, he wouldn't be able to do it. He wouldn't have had to do it. He ain't got no load on him, does he? Yeah, it's all depending. I don't know. Like, I haven't seen a state trooper, so that is a good thing. Because if you see a state trooper, that means there's a fatality. But so that that is a good thing. See, I see one of the cops going down, probably telling people what's going on. So. Do you ever use dogs for hunting, tracking? Nah, I don't have any hunting dogs. I had some in the past. All right, guys, let's see if anything. Okay. Yeah, it ain't gonna. Yeah, I'm sure it's both ways. I can see the semi lights going off. The only thing is, I'm sure they're directing people if they haven't gone past there and going to dark image. I'm sure they pushed them that way now. That's That's the problem with not having roads. Proper. Well, I mean, it took by the time that it's a long probably it's a long stretch from here in Basswood. That's why they've always should have built roads. You need connecting roads all around this place. They never. I'm sorry, the Williams, all them, they can make roads go further. I mean, they need it. Whoever owns that land, neat stuff. Guys, I appreciate everybody coming in here. Somebody calling me right when the thing's going on. That's why I hate people calling. Everybody can still see me, right? Didn't knock it up. Car cam, you still see me? Alright, let's just make sure because somebody calling me. They was, we just had two more come. I would say probably they would have been like 9 police cars. There was 3 ambulances, 2 fire trucks that I seen. That's what I just seen from the thing. So there was a fire truck on this side and a fire truck on the other side. There was an ambulance went this way and 2 ambulances went the other way. And I would say like nine police cars, but you know I hadn't seen no state troopers, so no trauma halt. If any, they had to take trauma halt, they'll took them to the hospital and then they'll go from there. Problem is, see, the hospital is probably about 9 miles to my back that way, going that way. That's 441. You go to Okeechobee that way, and this way goes Fort Drum, Yeehaw. But there's only one road. It passes probably about 2 miles past this. There's a road you turn to the right, but it takes you all the way out to Dump Road. Takes way out to 70. You can come back to town, or you can go a little further. You go 68 will take you out to Fort Pierce, and a little bit further out, you go to Sebring. They'll cut you about another road that goes around to Okeechobee. There's no roads between here all the way about 10 miles back where the Basswood is, and then you can go that way. But in the hospital, it's a little further. Our town's a little messed up the way they designed our town. They got a railroad track through the middle of the town, and the hospital's on this side of the railroad track. So if they got a train that's sort of, they got a train that's sort of blocking everything. You can't get to the hospital from the south side of town into this way. So it's kind of, y'all can still see me and hear me, right? Because I know I had a phone call and it sort of messed up there for a minute. I'm trying to keep it on the thing. Keep it on the thing. Yeah, see, okay. Yeah, it just the phone was messing up. And guys, I know JR sent me a link, but I'm not going to get off right now. I already been on it, or his channel. Because I technically really wasn't even going to live, but I just, I came out and I said, well, let me. So I'm getting a little bit clearer. Okay, I don't know. It looks like a bush there. I think that's a bush. I don't know. It's sort of metallic looking. There's a truck, but there's another. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a vehicle or I don't know if that's another vehicle. I don't know. See that look right there by the white truck to the right of it? I don't know if that's a bush or it sort of look like it's got lights on it. Wait a minute. I don't know. Maybe it's somebody with lights. I don't know, maybe there's another. Maybe there is another vehicle right there. Or it's shining through. Maybe it's shining through all the way on the other side. Okay, maybe it's on the other all the way through. Okay, that's the lights from the traffic on the back side. Okay. Lord, I ain't got a good view, guys. I'm sorry about that. Guys, phone. Yeah, I can't tell. There's a car. There's a truck. There's a truck, but I don't know what's. There's a truck. See, there's a truck there, and there was one over here before he blocked it. He was like sideways there, and then I saw it looked like it was a semi or something. I think because the guy said it was two trucks and a semi. So I don't know if the semi was. I'm guessing somebody went around the semi and they hit it head on. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, with that boom, it had to. That was because I mean that's the only way. Because I mean, there's no turns there. I mean, where is that? There's no turning lane or no turnings or nothing. So figure it out, guys. I mean, just stay with me, guys. If you see the traffic going down that way. It started people turning around. They're making people turn around, I guess, a little. Yeah, I'm not normal one of my normal streams. Let's say that. There's, all right. That's a police car, but they're behind it. There's another vehicle that they sort of blocked. Probably just trying to figure out the situation. I'm guessing because I assume we don't have nobody else in any vehicles. We have because there's no ambulances there. It's all police cars. So I haven't heard no ambulances coming back. So normally, they have an ambulance coming back, but no. So more likely now is find out what happened, and then probably bring the records. Bring the records. Know what's they could be a car in the ditch over on the other side. That's the thing. We don't know. I don't know what's. Go ask him. Go ask him. There's a police officer there. Go ask him. See what. Go ask him. We got the police guy there. Sorry about that. Oh, anybody coming in? At a wreck. I don't think I don't think it's upside down. Well, I mean, I didn't look like it earlier, but what's up, farmer? What's going on? Yeah, I, we had a wreck here in front of my house. I was fixing to go to sleep, a little under the weather, and heard a big boom. Come out here. We've had I don't know what that is. That's another police car. So we have another police house. Come home though at 10:30. I was hoping she high school. Yeah. Is it two vehicles or in a semi or somebody said it was head on? Okay. Is that the one white car, the one white truck there? White truck, and then there's some on that side over there, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. It's a dangerous road. There's two vehicles, guys. Who do you see waiting for? The Florida? They gotta wait the highway patrol? I wonder if that's if it's reality, it'd be the Florida highway. Yeah. Alright, guys. Huh? We're the first one in the area. Who? Highway patrol? But you usually have some patrol in town. Yeah, but you usually have one in the area, depending on where they're at. No, that one's not. I don't know about the one over here. Two involved. No, SUV and a truck. No, the semi not involved. Probably the semi saw it. I'm assuming maybe they saw it. Maybe somebody might have swerved or something. I don't know. Well, all these animals. You see all them raccoons and stuff. You know, over here, you hit a raccoon, you're gonna swerve. Over here, we've had. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna stay a little bit longer. Well, when Lily comes, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. She's still got an hour, about an hour. Yeah. 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 All right, go in. I'll be in a minute. I'm trying to stay awake. Well, all as I can tell you what I did hear from the police officer. I guess it was two vehicles. There wasn't a semi, so the semi might have saw it. There's that vehicle, and there's another SUV over on the side. And I guess it was a head-on. I don't know what happened exactly, but he said they waiting for. It sounded like the Florida. They may have been. I don't know if there was a fatality or not, but it said they were waiting for the Florida Highway Patrol. So I think is what he said. So that's not a good sign. When they call them in, it usually is a fatality. So, prayers for the people involved, families right now. So, and if they was lifted, like somebody was saying, the helicopter lifted, they probably took them to the hospital and it was lifted from there, because the problem is there is nowhere a helicopter can land out here. So it would be, you'd have to put them in an ambulance and turn around and put them in. So for safety for the helicopter, but the problem is there's power lines, everything. It is pitch black. You couldn't see nothing out here. So it'd be almost impossible to land a helicopter out here. So he said it might be an hour till they clear up. So I may not be here much longer. I'm gonna at least go to 60 minutes, guys, and I'll probably start walking back to the house. It's why you gotta be safe, guys. You gotta be safe when you drive, and sorry, guys. Somebody's trying to call me. You never know what's on that road, guys. Bone, am I still visible? Somebody was trying to call me and it just... Am I still visible, guys? Hopefully I am. Am I still visible? So they're waiting for the highway patrol, and depending where they're coming from. Dad said maybe close to one in Stewart, so that is a little bit of a drive. Immunity pill is a... Well, they're waiting for the highway patrol, what I was told. Literally, if you're watching, they're waiting for the highway patrol, which that means it could have been a fatality. I'm not 100% sure about that, so don't quote me on that. But usually, when they have to bring the highway patrol in, that means there is possible fatality. They've got everybody out of the area. The ambulances and all that are gone. It's just waiting right now. They're waiting because they cannot. Thing is, if there is a fatality or thing, they have to leave the scene as it is. Anybody's does ambulances and fire trucks and police. Leave the scene as to they come. Nancy, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. We're a little odd stream tonight. Streaming outside my house where we've had a pretty good sized vehicle wreck here. Two vehicles. Looks like a white truck and a SUV. So I don't know what it's on the other side of the wreck. I can't see the vehicle description on it, but they were saying a semi was involved too, but I guess the semi wasn't, but it might probably saw it. So what they're saying, it probably was a head-on collision. We're on a 2-lane road here in a pitch black in the middle of nowhere, so
A lot of wild animals on the road. Like I was telling people earlier, just going down the road a couple miles, there's been 2 or 3 big raccoons and possums and all kinds of stuff has been hit. And even a dog hit on the road. And so, if something runs in front of you and you swerve, and that, who knows, that could have been what happened. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's blackout, and like I said, one side of the road is a deep gully, and then the other side is dry at the moment, but this usually is wet, like a little wetlands area. So it's kind of the way it is. I wish I had a chair out here. I could stay here and just. See the road, and it's full of semis all the way down. What's going on there? Yeah, it's way down the road, guys. Yes, guys, be safe. Do not travel 441 north right now, guys. If anybody's traveling, please, you don't have to take alternate routes, which is fortunately not very good here in Okeechobee, where I live, because there's no routes. You have to turn there at back. That direction. They've probably been, I hate to say, since I was been little here, there's probably been 5 to 6 deaths here on this just in this area, right where I'm standing. It's right in front of my in front. Really bad. It is a very dangerous road. I mean, you'll. And it's sort of I would say, the states. So we got something coming. I hear some police cars coming, so let's see what we got coming. There's only a couple of them. I got a semi trying to back up, which is not the smartest thing in the world. I'm assuming this is a state trooper. This semi did the stupidest thing. He has blocked the state trooper in. Oh, no, there he is. No. I'm assuming it's a state trooper, and yes, it is a state trooper. So that is not a good sign. That is not a very good sign, guys. When we have a state trooper, that means we probably have a fatality. The only state troopers come when. Guys, make sure your thoughts and prayers for the families of who's in these two vehicles, because we more likely have somebody that's in the night. Because they do not bring a state trooper unless there's a fatality, so there definitely is probably a fatality in this situation. Being a head-on collision, it's not a good thing, guys. That is a state trooper, guys. And they only come out for, like I said, bad situations, so. Guys, if you can put in the chat, you can put the hands. Pray for the family, guys. Because, I mean, that's pretty much, I mean, without me, you know, I can guesstimate all I want, but the only reason they bring a trooper is that somebody has passed away. Yeah, you never know. I say this, I tell my kids, I had a wreck in front of my house. Somebody pushed me in the fence, and that could have easily pushed me into a tree. You never know, even in front of your house, you never know when the last, you know, could be your last, you know, last drive, last time, everything. You gotta live life to the fullest, guys. You never know. Guys, I wish I wish I could show a little bit better, but I mean, really, I don't. If you know, in case there's, you know, something we don't want to see. But all I can say, I knew that vehicle's involved. It looks like a white truck, and they said it was an SUV over there. I could sort of see it earlier, but I can't see it now. And they said it was a semi involved, but I think the semi might have saw it. Maybe they were behind it. Maybe somebody was going around somebody. Maybe they'll go around the semi. Maybe, I don't know. And you know, that's not a very smart thing on a, you know, 2-lane road in the pitch black. I think that's the trooper right there. That's the state guy there. I think I got some of the big sheriffs here tonight. Thought I saw our sheriff. I thought I saw Mr. Hazley, Sheriff Hazley. I saw him. Noel, I believe I saw his truck there. A couple other police officers in town I know. There is probably, I thought I counted 10, probably 10 police cars. I mean, you see here, but you look on the other side too, and then you got police down there directing down there at probably 2 cops cars down there at 68 directing, and then you got probably down in Basswood, you probably got some directing down there too, trying to get people to go the other way instead of clogging up the road. So, I appreciate everybody coming in and staying with me. Guys, if you can, anybody put the 16 people. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, put the prayer logo guy in the chat if you can. I'm gonna pray for the families because, like I said, I don't know how many people were involved. There was at least 3 ambulances, and there was 2 fire. It looked like 2 fire trucks here. So one was that way, one came this way. So. And then still, after this is done, you still got to bring the records in. So I'm sure they'll be on their way soon, but you can't touch anything. If there is a fatality, if anybody knows this, if there is a fatality, you can't touch anything on the scene until state trooper, take care of it. Now, like I said, I don't know if there's a body still out there. They may not. I don't know. I would think not. But I don't know how that situation. If you're in the police department, you probably would know that protocol. So I mean, possibly if they went to the hospital and they might have passed away. I don't know. But even that, they will still have to call the state trooper in for. I guess they have to write the report. We would say. I'm gonna try to stay as long as I can, guys. And my phone is starting to die, so like I said, I was preparing to go to bed, but my phone, as long as it'll stay out of the red, we'll be out here with you guys. Thank you for all the likes, guys. I appreciate you. And like I said, we're just trying to be out here and see what's going on. I ain't hardly see anything until pretty much too early out here. It's pitch. Especially they're looking at the vehicle and stuff. Looks like maybe a spotlight there. I don't know. Let's see. Not a fun job for these guys. These guys put their life on the line every day, and they see a lot of hard things, guys. It ain't easy to come to things like in your job. You have to be very tough because sometimes it's a traffic stop, but sometimes it's more, and you see death right in front of you, and it's very hard. That's why, guys, you got to pay attention on the roads. Don't be on your phone. Don't be. Oh, look at that, guys. We got a drone. I'm sure that might be the sheriff's department's drone. I'm guessing. So we have a drone out here. Drone footage. This is pretty neat these days. Technology we have. That thing there, well, you can't really see it. There it is. That thing there probably has better camera. Looking at the vehicle over there. They're looking at the. sort of snuck over in the woods a little bit. Guessing he has a good view up there. Guys, new people coming in, guys. We've been probably almost close to 2 hours now. I was going to bed and heard a loud boom, and then find out there's a pretty good sized wreck out here right in front of my house. So I'll tell you the details. I know there's a white truck and there's so if you're on 441, please do not go down it because that's probably the state trooper right there. They will be closed for a while, but we do have a state trooper on site now, so I mean that's sort of confirming that we have a fatality, which we need to make sure we pray for the families and stuff, because they won't bring a state trooper on unless there's a fatality. So I don't know. I'm guessing it's a head-on collision. The way they're talking, somebody said it was a semi involved, but it wasn't. So I don't know if maybe somebody went around the semi or wasn't paying attention and plowed into, head-on collision. I don't know if maybe somebody didn't have their lights on correctly. Yeah, because you got to realize, guys, it gets dark really quick now. It's not, as I've seen people driving without their lights, and it's dark, pitch black. So it's kind of crazy. But guys, you can comment in the chat if you want. I know there's people coming in and out. If you want anything you want to say, be respectful. Please don't say nothing vulgar or anything. If you have any questions, let me know. This video, like how quick life is, and you never know. So, you never know, guys. You gotta live life to the fullest and be safe and make sure you're living right, guys. We're at like 75 minutes. Let's see. The battery is the only thing that's holding me back, guys. I'm gonna try to stay out, but it's just the battery. I just gotta make sure we do have enough battery here. So we're sort of inspecting the scene right now, I would say. I don't know. I'm not sure if anybody in law enforcement, the trooper has to do. I don't know if he has to video, record. It's sort of like making the case. I don't know how it works on state troopers, with the scene. So I appreciate everybody that stayed with me. I've got like 9-10 people still in here. Got quite a few people tonight. Guys, this ain't my normal stream, so if you want to come back in the future, I have a lot happier streams than this. I mean, we usually do fun things, talk about sports, entertainment, just everyday life, chill, news, things. Usually hang out with either my cousin wife or a couple other good friends. And I sometimes do a puppet show on the weekends with a couple good friends. So we have a good time. Alright, there's my red light. I got my battery starting to go down. I still got a little bit in me. So that's the state trooper right there. He's still going around. He's checking out the two vehicles, so there's there, and they got the trooper. You got to be safe. We've had a lot of bad accidents in this town in the last few days, so it's no last few weeks and stuff. So it's very dangerous, guys. So you need to everybody be safe out there. Car cam, you still in here, or Bone, or any of y'all? I already lost y'all. I'm gonna try to stay on just probably another little bit here, guys, and then I'll probably head back to the house because my phone will be dying. So try to stay as much as I can. I got 15 people in here. I appreciate you coming in, guys. Appreciate you guys coming in. Hey Nancy, how we doing? Guys, if you just coming in, guys, I was fixing to go to bed, and we had a pretty good size, a bad wreck here right in front of our house. Heard a big boom, so I come out and check to make sure see what's going on. And fortunately, I think we did have a fatality out here because we just had the state trooper show up. So usually when the state trooper, it's not a good thing. And police car, so haven't seen a record yet. So, and we got a state trooper also. Haven't seen a record yet, so I don't know if there's one behind it. So we do have a vehicle. Like I said, we got the one vehicle right there, the white one, and there's another one behind over on the other side. So if you live in Okeechobee, just don't travel up 441 north right now. It's not a good thing. Do not go that way. Or you're coming from north to south, don't come that way either. It'll be the alternate routes. Do an alternate route. I appreciate everybody giving me a like. I really appreciate that. We've been out here about 80 minutes now, so it's been a good little trek out here. Pretty solid 16 to 20 people throughout the whole 2 hours here. For 80 minutes. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, so. Let's see if we can stay about 10 more minutes, guys. I think my phone may not survive that, but we'll see if we can stay to 90 minutes, guys. We'll shut it off because I'm not sure how long. There's the state guy. As soon as he gets done, then they can do their. Like I said, I don't know if there's a body out there or not. I don't know if they took people to the the hospital. So I'm not sure. That is the state guy right there. All right, looks like he's opening his trunk. That's a lot of procedures, guys. I'm sure he has to write Write a lot of report on this. So I don't know how far extensive a report he has to do before they can start, clearing the area or not. But like I said, I'm not sure if there's a body out there. I don't know. Sometimes if somebody dies on the scene, they will leave the body out there until the report's done, person, and then they clear up the situation. But like I said, I don't know if somebody on the way to the hospital or what, but and I don't know how many people were involved, so I'm not sure. This is a very dangerous road at night, guys. I'm going to tell you, very dangerous. Okay, all right. So he's doing. Sort of trying to explain. I guess they'll sort of mark the highway, and okay, so he's like marking, or he's like doing chalk diagrams stuff. What it is, they try to figure out where it has. See, so you can see where he's like marking the road, and then they'll have to take pictures. So they're trying to. If anybody's in law enforcement, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They sort of have to picture the situation or what happened. Exactly where it happened. Yeah, see, he's doing markings on the ground, guys. So you'll see him probably all the way to where the truck was. So, if it was a head-on, I don't know which way. I see the truck is pointing towards the north, but if it hit, when you hit a hit, when you get hit, I've never been in a head-on collision, but I've been hit by a deer. And when a deer hit me, it ran around the side of me, almost front, and then knocked my hood off. My car was spinning, but it spun and went the opposite. It went the opposite direction. So that car could have been coming north. It could. I don't know. See, that's the thing. And in the other vehicle, we don't know. I don't know exactly which way was the one vehicle on there. So he's probably trying to figure it out, the way the cars were hit, and then where any markings on the road. And you have to put all this in in a report and all that. So that's why they're state troopers. That's why they go to a lot of schooling. The police have to do a lot anyway, but those guys, they very, very educated. They will not give you any slack, guys. State trooper is not a person who'll give you slack. You get pulled over by a state trooper, they will give you a ticket, or they'll take you to jail. They don't play around. I ain't saying no. The rest of them are slack, but you get pulled over by them guys, they're gonna up you pretty good on a ticket. So that means you've been doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. Because they don't have time to waste. They patrol big areas and have to be on the road constantly for stuff like this, and if they have to pull you over for a speeding ticket, then you're gonna get that speeding ticket or wherever else it is. All right, guys. So probably about 5 more minutes, guys. Maybe on about 5. I actually got to call my wife and tell her, she He might be running a little late. You see he's going on there doing they have the spotlights. See, they're probably having to record it. I think there might be 2 troopers, or maybe 2 of them. I see 1, maybe 2, but there might have been 2 in the car. They have to spotlight it. They have to record it. I don't see the drone anymore, so the drone must be, unless he's on the opposite side of me. I think he is. I don't see him. I don't know where they put the drone. I mean, they might fly that drone back to the place. Thank you for everybody coming in. Out for the people involved in this possible. I'm assuming it's a fatality because we do have a state trooper here. And Lily, if you're listening, you can't reroute because there's no way to get to the house. You're actually going to have to come the regular way. All right, guys, I'm probably going to shut her down here in 1 minute. I appreciate everybody that came in. But like I said, you got to be safe, guys. Like I said, this ain't my normal stream, but I appreciate you coming in here and checking us out. Like I said, you guys got to be safe on the road, guys. It's not a pleasant place to be on the road in the middle of the night. We got high speed, people or anything. You just got to be careful. One little glitch, being on the phone, combing your hair, scratching your nose, and it could be a bad situation. You never know, guys. And like I said, we got trucks all the way down. So yeah, please subscribe if you can, guys. If I do have better content. I do have a lot more. I know this ain't like a fun stream, but I do have some content. If anybody wants to see it, we talk about everything. A lot of chill streams, a lot of cool stuff. So check me out on Tuckerverse, guys. And there's a lot of good friends on there. You can check their channels out from all kind of stuff. I got Jedi Master that does Lost in Space. I got all kind of people that does sporting stuff, entertainment stuff, wrestling stuff, puppets. We do all kind of stuff. News, political stuff. A lot of cool guys and stuff. A lot of cool guys and ladies. So appreciate it. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. And thank you supported me through all this. Anybody want to say anything left in the chat before I get out of here? You can. Because like I said, I'm fixing to shut her off here. Just put the people in your thoughts and prayers tonight, guys, that's involved in this. We don't know their names. Like I said, I don't know how many people involved, but just say a silent prayer. And hey, Greg, I wasn't gonna do a stream, but I was laying down and I heard a big boom, and we had a massive bad wreck out here in front of the house. So I've been live for like 90 minutes here. Cut her off though, but yeah, it's right there in front of my How am I gonna get milk? Go to bed. You got school tomorrow. Go to bed. There's no milk. There's no way to get on the road. Your mom's gonna be late. You know. Go to bed. Go to bed. We don't need milk. Hope all is yeah. It just put a prayer for everybody. Like I said, there's 2 people involved. Normally when they come, it's a fatality. So like I said, we had like three ambulances here and 2 fire trucks, and there's about 10 cop cars all around up there and on both sides. So it's not a pleasant scene. Right on the edge of my property. My property is like right here. It's right on close to where my pasture is, where the yard. It actually is right where my yard is. All right. Give it a few. It did help me out. It made me feel. Let me get to now. And everybody, please be safe. Have a good night, guys, and thank you for coming on. And okay, there we have an ambulance. Okay, all right, we have another ambulance here. Okay, so I'm assuming. Okay, I'm assuming that there was a body. I'm assuming there was a body there, and they had to wait to the. Had to wait to the state trooper. Okay, so we did have an ambulance. We did have an ambulance though. So I'm assuming that they can't. I guess they can't take the body unless until the trooper comes and does his report. So I say for that family tonight, and the rest of the people that possibly are in the hospital right now or got airlifted. So now they're probably going to be work, and they'll probably have to get 2 records out here, or you know pick up the vehicles. And then when they're 2, I don't know if there's any damage on the road, any sweeping, or if they got to do. I'm sure that if they already got the body, I'm sure they'll take whatever pictures they can, and then they do their state trooper do his report, and then they'll try to get the traffic going again. All right, we're starting to get some cars moving out, so. I'll stay on a little bit long. I'll stay to at least 100. My phone. I gotta watch my phone, guys. Hey, Walt by Faith. Yeah, I've been on here. We've had a bad accident right here in front of the house. So I was about to go to bed. I wasn't feeling good. I've got the same thing Georgie had, and 2 hours, so it's been about 2.5 hours now. So I got out. They've already took the, I guess he's finishing the report. So now it's the record's going to come. And he's going to pick up the vehicles. So that was the main part. So once they get the vehicles out, they pretty much, as long as there ain't nothing on the debris on the road, they pretty much clear the road and traffic will go back to normal. So Letta gets out at 10:30. I was a little worried about her, but I think they'll have it cleared by the time she gets out. Faith just put prayer for the families. I don't know, 2 vehicles. There's a truck and a SUV. I don't know how many people. Don't call me. I mean, common sense. Common sense. I'm not feeling well, but I'm out here videotaping. Um, I mean, he sees me live. I don't understand why he would do that. Common sense. Don't call me. We're doing some movement. Problem, guys. They're clumped up. There's so many cars up in there. They're clumped up. The vehicles and stuff. Okay, the record's going around. Like I said, I don't know. I see the one vehicle, but I don't know what the other vehicle looks like. So I don't even know if it's on its side or what. So I don't know what we're looking at. All right, we got a second record coming in. So this is for both vehicles. So one for one and one for the other. So like I said, second record's trying to. It just ain't no room. So see now in the state guys got to move around for the record and get in there. No, that's another police officer. That's the state trooper. That's just another one. They're just probably trying to figure out how to get the vehicles out. Guys, you can still see me, right? I know people calling me and it's messing up the stream, but you can still see me and hear me? Yeah, I just gotta watch the phone battery. You can hear me? Alright, good. Okay, you can hear me then. Alright, good. Georgie I don't know why Georgie just don't get in the stream. He sees I'm live. That messes up my stream when he calls me. And yes, he's asked me. Yes, I am sick. I am not been feeling good. I took one of them immune things, and I was about to go to bed and heard this thing. You can hear me? Good. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm already past 100 minutes. I was fixing to leave, but the tow trucks just can't got here. Both tow trucks. So we'll see what they're gonna do here. Probably trying to figure out the situation best. I don't know about the other one. And he may be waiting for the report to get done too. Probably trying to figure out how it's going to pick up the truck. Probably still finishing their investigation. It's going to be interesting to see how that tow truck, one tow truck's straight in. I don't know how he's going to get them. So I'm going to show you. We got a vehicle. So you can see the one vehicle. All right. You can see there's the one truck right there they got to pick up. The one white one. That's one vehicle. And the other vehicle's over here. I can't see it. It's an SUV. Probably trying to figure out. The white truck shouldn't be that hard to get. It's that I don't know about the other one. Okay, well, here we go. Here it's movement here. Probably still doing a report. I'm assuming the report because these tow guys, they know how to. Oh, it was long, Faith. It was long. I wasn't feeling good all day, so just same stuff Georgie has. Just ain't been feeling the best. But got one. Hey, Greg, you still with me? I'm gonna stay a little bit longer because these tow trucks showed it unless my phone dies. If it hits me at 10%, I'm gonna probably have to get off. But I'm gonna see if the tow trucks, if they're gonna kind of see what the vehicle looks like when it comes. I gotta move some vehicles around in there. Too many. There's too much. They're clogged now. When them two tow trucks going in there, they really clogged it up in there. Probably got to see if they got to flip it, or I don't know if the car's flipped upside down, or I mean, I would go ahead and get rid of that one off the side, and it's out of the way, and get one of the tow trucks out of the way. Yeah, some people moving around, so kind of. Oh, guys, I just hit the 10% mark, so I'm gonna get off it in 3 minutes, guys. So that'll put me at 110. So, guys, I guess right now is they're just getting the tow truck set up and then move the stuff out of the way for get this stuff. So I got to call Lily anyway. So I do appreciate Greg, Faith, everybody come in. Been with me for a long time here. We've been doing. Hopefully next stream will be a little bit better stream this, guys. But I do appreciate you coming on in. And thank you for hitting that like button, guys. And if anybody interested in a better stream, please subscribe, share, like it, notification, all the good stuff, guys. But guys, say your prayers tonight for these two. Like I said, so say a prayer for both vehicles. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it was family or individuals. So, but there was somebody did lose their life tonight, and it may be more. I don't know how many. At least one person, because they did have the Florida Highway Patrol come up here, and then they did bring the ambulance left. Oh wow, we got the tow truck backing up. I guess that's the tow truck, yeah. Ooh, it's bright. Oh, that's not the tow truck, is it? What is that? Is that the tow truck? What that is? Is that another ambulance? I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's another ambulance, fire truck. I don't know. It's bright, whatever it is. I don't know if you can tell what it is, but it's very bright. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and shut her off tonight. Like I said, the moral of the story: please be safe, guys. You never know what's on the roads, and what's in. You got to live life to the fullest and live every step like it could be your last, because you never know. You never know, guys. Thank you for everybody coming in. I've seen just 21 people just come in. I appreciate you guys. We're gonna shut it down. We've been over here for almost 2 hours now, so we do appreciate you coming in. Like I said, go check me out on the channel for something more exciting, a little more not as sad as this, but like I said, appreciate it. And everybody have a do something tomorrow night. Have a great night and be safe out there, guys.